Good morning, children. I'm Kusum. I'm back with your English language lesson of class 5. Hope you all are fine and doing well. Children, these are the two pictures in front of you all on the screen. I request you all to observe these two pictures carefully and try to identify different things that is shown in this picture. Okay, children? Now, can you tell me few things that you can see here in these two pictures? Children doing different activity at different places. Okay, some are playing in the garden, few are crossing road. Okay, from zebra crossing, duck enjoying swimming in the pond, buildings, trees, road, fruits on the trees, street light, hay, swings, different swings in the park, house, car, flowers in the park or in the garden, cow near the pond, clouds in the sky, truck loaded with fruits, traffic light, pond, fence around the park, bicycle. So, these are the different things that we can see in the given pictures. Okay, children. So, these are the names of different things that we can see in the picture. Yes, or we can say these are the words that we use to identify someone or something. So children, in this world around us, everything is having name. Either it's living being, living thing, or it's non-living things. Everything is having name, or we can say their identity. Name is very important part of our life. Name is our identity. So it is very important to have names, whether we are living things or non-living things. And in this chapter, we are going to learn about these naming words. Do you know in grammar what we call these naming words? Yes, very good. We call it nouns. And in this chapter, we are going to learn in detail about nouns and their kinds. So, let's proceed with our chapter. Children, before I start with our lesson nouns, I will like to know that what is speech? Do you know what is speech? Speech is the ability, or we can say it is a way to express our thoughts and feelings in front of everybody by talking or by writing. And grammar is a subject where we learn about rules of speaking correct language. Okay, children. So, there are 8 speech in the grammar. We can say there are 8 part of speech in the English language. And one by one we will be learning about all these 8 speeches. Now see what are the different parts of speech. Noun, pronoun, adjective, verbs, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, interjection. So children, these are the different part of speech of English language. Okay children, and we are going to start with noun. So children, as we all know that nouns are the words that tells us about someone or something. Or we can say these are the naming words that help us to identify different things around us. Yes children, so we can define noun as a naming word. Yes, so here is a definition of noun dear. Please read it with me. Noun is the name of a person, place, thing, animal, an idea, emotion and state of human being. Yes children, you are right. It is name of an idea also, emotion also, state of human being also. Children, name, place, thing. This is clear to everybody. You can tell me person's name, you can tell me name of any place, you can name anything, you can name animal also. But this is also right. It is a idea. It is emotion. It is state of human being. As earlier I told you children that in this world, anything in this world is having name. Is it clear? So emotion like sad. Sad is an emotion. Yes, when we feel low. And it is the name of emotion. Emotion which feels low. We call it sad. Yes children. And childhood, like you all are in which stage of life? Childhood. Yes children. So this is right to say it is a name of emotions, idea and state of human being. So here few examples of noun: apple, flower, that is lotus, door, we all are familiar with door, yes, good, doctor, always help us when we are sick. Parrot, a beautiful creature of nature, a beautiful bird. Other than these, we can see lot of examples around us like fan, air conditioner, tube light, curtains, bed, mirror. Yes, children. So these are the different examples of noun. And we have divided noun into 5 categories. Okay, children, or we can say there are 5 kinds of noun. Let's see what are those? Nouns. Common nouns, proper nouns, collective nouns, material nouns, abstract nouns. So these are the different kinds of noun we are going to learn one by one. Okay, children? Let's start with common nouns. Common nouns. Common nouns give general names to place, thing, animal, feelings or person of the same class or kind. In short, children, we can say common nouns are the naming words that we use for general or common group of people, place, thing, animals or idea. Yes, children, it can be anything which we use commonly. Like, for example, when we say, let's talk about cats. Okay, when we say cats love to drink milk, that time we are telling about basic nature of cat. Yes, we are not talking about any particular cat. We are talking about basic nature of all the cats. Is it clear? Let's take one more example. Suppose you are getting bored and you want to see movie. So in that case, you will be asking your parents to take you out for movie. Yes, children. So in that case, your parents will be taking out for movie, and that movie can be based on anything, or it can be any movie. It can be any movie. It can be horror movie, it can be comedy movie, it can be suspense movie. It any kind of a movie they can take you, because you have not specified them that which particular movie you want to see. You simply said that you are getting bored and you want to go out for movie. So your parents will be taking you out for movie, and that movie can be any movie. Okay, children? Or you want more example? Okay, let's take one last example. Suppose you are in a school and you are not having pen. Your class teacher has given you classwork and you are supposed to complete your classwork. Yes, children. In that case, what you will be asking? You will be asking your partner to provide you a pen so that you can complete your work. Yes? That time, are you going to be particular about brand of pen? No, you will be simply asking, just give me a pen. It can be any pen. It can be any brand. Just give me a pen so that you can complete your work. Yes, children. I believe now it is clear to you all. Let's take few more examples of common nouns like children, building, road, house, street light, swings, car, cow, truck, pond, duck, trees, fruits, hay, bicycle, flowers, clouds, traffic light, fence. Yes, children, these are the few examples of common noun. Like beetle, insect, it comes in which category? Insect. Yes, children, when we are saying insect, we are just talking about small living being. Yes. Then it's a rainbow. It's two friends. Yes. Tree, fruits. See, there are many fruits. Yes. Truck with workers. Road. Turtle. Yes, so these are the few examples of common noun. Next, proper noun. Children, when we talk about proper nouns, we talk about special names. See definition here. Proper noun is the special name of a particular place, thing, animal or person. Children, when we are talking about proper nouns, we are talking about particular or special or specific names of a person, place, thing or animal. Is it clear? Here we are not talking in general terms. Here we are talking about particular person, particular thing, particular animal or particular place. We are specific here. We know exactly what we want. Here in common noun, we don't talk about special or specific thing. We talk in a general terms. But when we talk about proper nouns, we are clear that what exactly we want. What exactly we want, or what specific or particular things or place or animal or person we want. Is it clear, children? For example, let's take example of cat again. Now, when in terms of proper noun, I'll be talking about cat. I'll be saying, my cat Kitty loves to drink milk. See children, what I have said, my cat Kitty. Who is Kitty? Kitty is my pet cat. I have given this name to my cat. Is it clear? So what I am telling you right now, my cat Kitty loves to drink milk. Yes. Let's take another example. Suppose I want to go for movie, but this time I'm sure that which movie I want to see with my friends. So when I'm saying I want to go movie and I'm sure that which movie, that means we are talking about proper nouns. So like I want to see movie Frozen 2 with my friends. And when I'm saying movie Frozen 2, that means I'm clear with what exactly I want. Yes, for a specific movie, for a particular movie. Is it clear, dear? So we are talking about proper nouns. Yes, I believe everybody is clear with proper noun. Now let's take common noun and proper nouns together. Examples. Now see girl. Girl is what? Common noun. When we are saying girl, we are talking about all the girls. But when I am saying Anna, means I am talking about a particular girl whose name is Anna. Now, boy, a particular boy whose name is Aman. Building. So there are a lot of building in my society or in my area. So I am talking about which building? Omex Tower. I'm talking about building Omex Tower. Road. Like we all are having different names. Roads are also differentiated by their names. MG Road. Market. It's again common noun, but which market? Aminabad's market. Yes. So Aminabad market is a proper noun and market is a common noun. Park. It can be any park. But when I'm saying children's park, that means I am interested in this children's park only. Major. Major is a rank in army. So this is major. There are many majors in army. But when I am saying Major RB Singh, that means I am talking about a person who is in army, whose rank is major and whose name is RB Singh. Lake. A very famous lake in Kashmir. Dal Lake. Dog. Jimmy. My dog's name is Jimmy. Doctor. There are a lot of doctors in this world, you know, but I am talking about Dr. M.K. Das. So children, I believe you are clear with common nouns and proper nouns. Common nouns, we talk general group or class. When we talk about common nouns, we talk about particular place, thing, animal or person. Let's take few more examples. This is building. Which building? Omex Tower. This is road. Which road? MG Road. This is shop. Shop of vegetables. So what is the name of the shop? Farm Fresh. He's doctor. Dr. M.K. Das. These are two friends. He read it. In red t-shirt, boy in red t-shirt is Rohan. And a boy on his back is Rahul. And they both are friends. Yes, children? So I believe proper nouns are clear to you all. Very good. Now let's talk about collective nouns. So children, what is collective noun? A collective noun is a name given to a group or collection of a person or things taken together as a one whole. Means when we talk about a particular group of a person or of a thing, we use collective nouns. Is it clear, children? A name which is given to a particular group of a person or a things. We call it collective nouns. For example, if you see lot of cow together in one group, what you will call it? Cattle. Yes, we call it cattle. Very good, children. Let's take few more examples. What do you see in the picture here? Babies of dog. Yes, what we call it? Baby of dogs, what we call it? Puppies. So we can see a one group of puppies. So in collective noun, we call it litter. A litter. A litter of puppies means a group of puppies. Let's take another example. Grapes. Lot of grapes in one bunch. So what we call it? A bunch of grapes. A bunch of grapes. One more example. What you can see here in this picture? Lions. A group of lions. One group of lions. Yes. So what we call it? A pride of lions. Now let's take other example. Yes, what you see here in the picture? Indian currency note in a bundle. Yes. So how many are there? Difficult to count. Yes. So what we call it? A wad of Indian currency. So here these are few examples of collective noun. Let's take one more example. What we call it? A group of ants. An army of ants. Very good, children. Very good. What you call lot of cards together? A pack of cards. Very good. Let's take one more example. If you see lot of honey bees together in a group, what you will call? A swarm of bees. Very good. Very good, children. So you all are clear with different collective nouns. Yes? Good. Now children, tell me what you can see here in the picture. House? Okay. Tell me, do you know what are the things required to make house? Or what are the materials required to make house? Do you know that? What? Bricks, cement, wood, iron, sand, water, etc. required for making house. Very good. Making house or any kind of a building. These are the things we needed. These are the materials basically we needed. Yes. So like this is the picture of wood, nails, hammer which we need for making house. These are bricks which we use to make it wall. Sand. Yes, so these are the materials which we need. Yes. Now see another picture. This is what? Tea. Yes. So what are the materials required for making tea, children? Tea leaves, milk, water and sugar. With the help of these things, tea leaves, milk, water and sugar, we make tea. Yes. So this is the packet of tea leaves, sugar and milk. These are the materials we need for making tea. Very good. Children, what is this? Necklace. A beautiful necklace. Yes. So, what are the things we need for making necklace? Tell me. Gold, silver, platinum and precious stones, etc. So these are the materials we need to make jewelries. Yes. Yes, children. So this is the picture of silver and gold bricks. These are the precious stones which mainly we need for making jewelries. So we can say these are the name of materials, and these materials are known as material noun. Yes. So what is material noun? It is a name given to the matter or substance, or we can say things of which we made. Yes, we made things, and it can be measured or weighed but cannot be counted. Children, I am repeating again. Material noun. It is a name given to the matter or substance of which things are made. And it can be measured and weighed, but it cannot be counted. Yes? Is it clear to you all? See, can you count sugar? Can you count milk? Can you count sand? No. Yes, so these are the uncounted things which is not possible to count, and these are the material we need to make new things. So the materials which required for making new things, we know that as material noun, and these are the few examples of material noun. Clear? Now next, abstract nouns. So what is abstract nouns? It refers to feelings, ideas, qualities and states of being. We can feel them and understand them, but we cannot touch or see them. Children, when we talk about abstract nouns, we talk about our feelings, our ideas, qualities that we all are having, and different stages of life. Is it clear, children? So, you all know that we cannot see them, we cannot touch them, but we can feel inside us, in our heart, in our mind. Yes, children, and abstract nouns are very important part of our communication. Why? Because it helps us to express our different emotions, feelings, ideas. Yes, to everybody. So, children, for example, uh, different stages of life like adolescence, childhood, old age. So these are the different stages of life. Feelings like joy, anger, fear. So these are the different feelings. Qualities, beauty. Beauty is a quality. Honesty. Honesty is a quality. So these are the few examples of abstract noun. Let's take few more examples, children. What you can see in the picture? Love. So, love. Here, anger. Peace. Nobody likes fighting. Everybody loves peace. Everybody wants to look beautiful. So, this is beauty. Pain. Education. So, these are the different examples of abstract nouns. Children, we can form abstract noun from adjectives, verbs and common nouns. I'm repeating again, children. We can form abstract nouns from adjectives, verbs and common nouns. To form abstract noun, we have to add common suffix to adjectives, verbs and common nouns. Okay, children. For example, see this table. First column contains suffix which we add at the end of the main words. These are the words where we are going to add these suffixes to form abstract noun. Like except. What word is except here? We will add this shun word here at last and it will be form exception. Exception is abstract noun. Okay, children? Now, hood. Childhood. Okay, child is a common noun. Is it clear, children? Now, private. We will add this suffix. It will become privacy. Break. Breakage. Arrive. Arrival. Assist. Assistance. Free. Freedom. Innocent. Innocence. Equal. Equality. Coward. Cowardice. Okay, children, these are the few examples. There are many more examples like this. Okay, children. So, children, till now we have done all 5 types of noun. That is common noun, proper noun, collective noun, material noun, and abstract noun. These 5 kinds of nouns are divided into 2 categories. That is countable nouns and uncountable nouns. That means countable noun means which we can count, uncountable means which we cannot count. So let's talk about countable nouns first. Children, most of the common and collective nouns are countable. That means we can count them. Is it clear, children? And next is with countable nouns, we use a, and a few. Children, why we use a and an with countable nouns? Because we can count them. A and an means 1 in number. Is it clear? A pen means 1 pen. A group of singers, that is choir. A group of choir means I'm talking about 1 group. Is it clear? So, countable thing with the countable nouns, we can use a or an. And why few? Few we use for numbers. Is it clear, dear? We can tell numbers. How many people are there? 3 people, 4 people, or we can say few are there. Is it clear, children? So, and it can be singular noun or it can be plural noun. Is it clear? Plural means more than 1. And we can ask question for countable nouns. How many? How many are there? There were 1 person. How many are going for movies? 5 are going for movies. Is it clear, children? So we can ask question with how many to know the numbers. Now here is few example. A bird, 4 birds. An apple, a few apples. Man, men. Men is a plural form of man. Chair, chairs, etc. So these are the few examples of countable nouns. Now let's talk about uncountable nouns. Uncountable noun means which we cannot count. And most of the material noun and abstract nouns are uncountable. We cannot count our emotions. Yes, we cannot count milk. We cannot count water. We can ask a cup of milk, means 1 cup filled with milk. Yes, but we cannot say give me a 1 milk. Yes, we can say give me 1 cup of milk, but we cannot say give me a milk. Is it clear, dear? So, most of the abstract and material nouns are called uncountable nouns. And with uncountable nouns, we use some, a little, etc. Now, we ask question how much? How much water you need? How much water is left? How much food you need? Is it clear? For measurements. So, to know measurements, we can ask question how much? For examples, rice, milk, butter, luggage, beauty, money, furniture, etc. These are the things which we cannot count. Okay, and these are most of the time abstract noun or material noun. Like a pinch of salt you can ask, but you cannot ask for one salt. A bowl of soup, a kilogram of rice, a little milk. Is it clear, children? So these are the examples of uncountable nouns. I believe it is clear to everyone. So children, I hope nouns and kinds of noun are clear to everybody. But still, if you are having any doubt, do ask me. Thank you and God bless you. Stay blessed.